Hello there. So in this video I will be explaining you how to build a NOR gate using transistors. So this is the breadboard circuit which I have built to make NOR gate using transistors. The transistor here I have used in this circuit are two NPN transistor. So this is my first NPN transistor. You can see this one, here. And the second one is this one here. The model name for each of these transistors are BC547 transistors, and both of them are NPN transistor. You can also use PNP transistors to make the same NOR gate circuit. So now let me explain you first what is a NOR gate. So a NOR gate is said as the inverse of an OR gate, or it can be said as a combination of NOT gate and OR gate making a NOR gate. So now you can see this is a symbol of symbolic representation of an OR gate. When it is combined with a NOT gate, makes a NOR gate. So in this NOR gate symbol here, this much part is the OR gate symbol, and this purple represents the NOT gate. So OR plus NOT represents together NOR gate. So this is the symbol of NOR gate, and as I said, NOR gate is just the inverse of OR gate. So you can see according to the truth table also, whatever the output here you can see here is just the inverse of an OR gate. So in an OR gate, when there were zero input at both A and B, the output was supposed to be 0, but for an OR gate the output is 1. Similarly, for all rest of the three, in the OR gate the output was supposed to be 1, but here the output is 0 for all the three cases. So this is the truth table for NOR gate. Now to build an OR gate using transistor, we have to make a circuit which obeys this truth table, or for all the 4 of the cases. So we will be seeing each of 4 of the cases one by one. Now to see each of the cases, first let me explain you how the circuit is. And you can see here this a little bit more wiry circuit here, but this circuit is easy to understand. And if you have seen my video for making an OR gate, you can see you would remember that this circuit of an NOR gate is very much similar to the circuit of OR gate. I will just show you once again the circuit of OR gate. So here this is the circuit of OR gate that I have showed to build an OR gate using transistor, and now you can see the circuits of NOR gate. So you can see that this much part for both the circuits is similar, and not only this much part, but this much part output a terminal going connected with an LED, which is further connected with ground, and also which connected with a resistor is similar, but it's just replaced from here to here in this circuit of NOR gate. So this is just the difference, so which makes an OR gate a NOR gate. Just all of the things are same, and even the working of this both the circuits is same. It's just that the output of each of them is inverse of each other. So now coming to the circuit of NOR gate, let me explain you how I made these connections. So here I have took a 5-volt input here, which is connected to a 2 kilo ohms or 4 kilo ohms resistor, which is then connected to the collector terminals of both the transistors. So here I have taken a power supply which supplies 5 volt to this breadboard. So the right side which is connected with this red wire provides plus 5 volt, and this white wire is the ground. So here you can see this red wire is connected with a resistor here, Now this resistor is connected with two other wires. One is this red wire and the other one is this orange wire. So this wires goes to this. So this red wire first ends it here. So this is our first transistor, and it is connected as the collector pin of first transistor. So this is the connection of here. In this connection, this much of this, the red wire, this is the, you can see that this one is the red wire which is connected to the collector pin of first transistor, from this resistor of 2 kilo ohms. That resistor here I have used is 2 kilo ohms, this one, which is then connected with the red wire to the collector pin of first transistor. Now similarly it is also connected with an orange wire here. So this orange wire goes to here to the collector pin of second transistor. Here you can see now. Yeah. So this is the connection of both the collector pins with my plus 5 volt supply using a 2 kilo ohm resistor. You can change this resistor value to increase or decrease the brightness of this LED, which is connected at the output terminal. So here you can also see that after I have connected this resistor with this collector pins, also in between I have connected a output terminal which goes to this LED. So here this is just to see the output status of whatever the input we will be giving to the circuit. So here I have connected an LED which is further connected to the ground. So at the same terminal which we connected, where we connected the resistor and the two wires, we have also connected an LED. So here you can see this yellow LED, it is connected with this same line, in the same line where these two wires are there and even the resistor is there. So the positive terminal of this LED is here, and the negative terminal of this LED is connected at a point here, which is then connected with yellow wire which goes here to the negative part or this ground of the breadboard. So this is this much part of the circuit. Now coming to the transistor. So the first A input is provided to the first transistor through a 10 kilo ohm resistor to the base of my first transistor. So here you can see this is my first transistor. Here through this yellow wire which is connected to the plus 5 volt supply, I have connected a resistor which is of 10 kilo ohms which goes to the center pin or the base of my first transistor. Similarly, now here another one, another input, that is B, is connected to the base of second transistor which is connected to through a 10 kilo ohms resistor. Here also you can see this was the first input. Now here you can see this another yellow wire here which is also connected with the plus 5 volt supply, goes here, which is connected further to a resistor of 10 kilo ohms which then goes to a base of the base of the second transistor. So this is this much part of the connection where we have connected the base with both the inputs. Now the remaining part is the emitter parts and the emitter terminal of both the transistors. So the emitter terminal of both the transistors are connected directly to the ground. So here you can see in my first transistor, here this one, this is the emitter which is connected with the green wire which comes here. Now also the second transistor here is connected with the green wire which comes at the point here where the first transistor wire was where the emitter wire of first transistor comes. So here this is the emitter wire which is connected here, and the emitter wire from first transistor also comes here. Now this both wire are connected with this wire, blue wire, which goes to this left side pin of this breadboard supply. So this is the ground pin. So this ground is connected with the emitter pins of both the transistor. So this is how our NOR gate connection is made. Now to verify that this circuit is for NOR gate, we have to see it's working. So now let me just power this off. We will see each of the 4 cases one by one. So we have 4 cases according to this truth table. First is 0 0, second is 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. These are the 4 cases and we have the outputs. So to confirm them, we need to see each of the 4 cases in working. So let's see the first case, that is case 1, in which both input A and B are 0. So here we have input A and B is equal to 0. Now according to this circuit, when input A here is connected to base of my first transistor and input B is connected to the base of second transistor. to make input A and B both 0, we just need to remove the wires for A and B. We just need not to supply anything to A and B. So this is my first transistor. So the base is connected with this yellow wire, and this is my second transistor. The base is connected with again this yellow wire. So I'll just remove this yellow wire from second transistor and from my first transistor. So here I have made A0 and B0. So now for A0 and B0, and according to the truth table of NOR gate, when A is 0 and B is 0, the output O should be 1. So in this circuit we should receive output here O should be 1, that is the LED should be high. Now when I turn on this switch, you can see the output is high. So we have verified the first case now, in which both inputs are 0 but the output is high. So this was the first case, but we need to see what happens in this circuit, so how through which this LED glows. So let me explain you that also. So you can see that we have A and B both are 0. Okay, so this transistors which are acting as a switch for this whole connection. Now what happens here is input A is 0 and B is 0, so there is the base which acts as a switch to connect collector and the emitter is off, so there is no connection between collector and emitter for first and second transistor or both the transistors. There is no connection between collector and emitter terminals. Okay, so whenever a 5-volt supply is passing through this much part of the circuit, the current passes here and collector terminals of both the transistor receives the current. But since there is no connection between the collector and the emitter, the current just stays here. But also we have connected this collector terminals of both the transistors with an output terminal which further goes to this LED. So here this LED receives this high input voltage from here till here. So this LED receives high input, so this LED becomes higher, that is LED turns on. So this is how in this first case we have seen that the LED is high. Now let's see the second case, in which input is A is 0 but input B is 1 and the output should be 0. Okay, so now let me just power off this circuit. So here we have input A is 0 and B is 1. So for that case, if A is 0 and B is 1, the output should be 0. So we need to make this, we need to prove that the output is 0 if this circuit is for NOR gate. Now according to this circuit, A is for input for first transistor and B is for input for second transistor. So in previous case, when A and B both were 0, we have removed the connection for both the transistors. But now since B is 1, we will connect the input for second transistor here. So for second transistor is receiving 5-volt supply which goes through this 10 kilo ohm resistor and to the base part of this second transistor. So B is 1, and the first transistor, it has no connection between this power supply this input and the resistor and the base, so there is no input for the second transistor. So the input A is 0. Now when we turn on the power supply, according to this truth table, the output should be 0. So now let me just turn on the power supply, and you can see the LED is still off, so there is no output, that is the output is 0 for the second case. Now what happens here is, let me explain you that when a 5-volt supply is passing, when a 5-volt supply is applied, the current passes till collector pins of both the transistor, and since here A is 0, what happens here is A is 0, so there is no connection between input A, collector terminal, and the emitter terminal of both the first transistor. Collector, there is no connection between the collector and the emitter terminal of first transistor. So here emitter is 0, and here we have an input which has collector has high input, but the base is also high, so there will be an input. So and also so there will be an input here, and also a connection between, there is a connection between collector and emitter. Now since there is a connection between collector and emitter here, whatever the input we have here on this collector, it will be receiving till here at the emitter terminal. But here this emitter is directly connected to the ground, so here is ground means 0 voltage, so this makes this emitter as 0 voltage. And again there is a straight line connection between this collector and emitter and collector, so even this collector is 0 now, and this collector is connected to this output pin which goes to this LED. So even this whole thing is also 0 volts, and this LED receives 0 input, and hence this LED is off. Now coming to the third case, which is when input A is 1 and B is 0, the output should be 0. Now let's see the third case. So now first let me just power off this circuit. So here we have A is 1 and B is 0. So in the previous case B was 1, so we have connected B, but in this case the B is 0, so I will just remove the input for the second transistor, and A is 1, so and A is connected to the input of first transistor, so we will provide input to the first transistor. So here I will connect this input yellow pin to the base of first transistor, and A is receiving input, that is first transistor is receiving input. And now in the third case you can see when A is 1 and B is 0, the output is 0. So when I turn on this power supply, output is, again the LED is off, so output is 0 again. So this case is also our verified that the output is 0 when input A is 1 and B is 0. And in this circuit what happens here is, this is very much similar to the previous case. In that case here input A was 0 and B was 1, and here what we have is A is 1 and B is 0. Okay, so whatever happened in the previous case on this part of the circuit, it will happen on this part of the circuit here, or vice versa. So when A is 1, so there is a connection between collector and emitter terminal of this transistor, and B is 0, so there is no connection, so this whole is short circuit for this this case. Now since we have a connection here in this line, this is a straight line connection now, so whenever 5 volt supply passes from is passed through this collector pin, so the collector receives the current and it also passes through this emitter. But since here this emitter is directly connected to the ground, so the voltage, whatever the voltage or current it receives, it turns to 0, and this 0 is again 0 is at the emitter now, which is directly connected with the collector pin. Since there is a direct connection, so this collector and emitter both are 0, and since the LED is also connected now with this collector with a direct connection, so this LED is also receiving a 0 input, and hence the LED here is off in this case. So this was the third case. And now the final case we have when input A and B both are 1, the output should be 0. So here A and B both are 1, so now in this circuit I will explain you the circuit first, working first. So here what happens is there is a connection between collector and emitter for both the transistors, because A and B here both are 1. Okay, so there is a connection between collector and emitter for both the transistors. Okay, so whatever the supply passes from this collector and collector here receives at the emitter of both the transistors and connects to the ground. But since here we have ground, so this 0 voltage comes back to the emitter, and this emitter connected in straight line path with the collector terminal sends 0 volts to the collector also for both of them, and hence the output terminal or this LED is connected directly with this collector terminal of both the transistors. So the output will also receive 0 input, and hence the output will be 0, and hence the LED will be off. Now let's see this practically. So here, according to this truth table of NOR gate, we have when input A is 1 and B is 1, output should be 0. So let's make A and B 1 1. So that is A is also high and B is also high. Now let me just power off this switch first. So here, according to this circuit, A is connected to this. A is the input for first transistor and B is the input for second transistor, and both are connected at the base. So here already we have plugged A in the previous case with the first transistor, so we have to just plug in the B for second transistor. So here we have A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1. So this makes the circuit for our case 4 when A and B both are 1, and the output here should be, according to this truth table, 0. So let's see, when I turn on this power supply, what we get the output. Again, see, the power is on and we have input A and B both on supplying the voltages, but the LED is off. So for this case, when input A is 1 and B is 1, the output is 0. So hence we can say this whole circuit works as a circuit for OR gate, or this circuit is verified according to this truth table for a NOR gate. So thank you for watching the video. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe.